Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Dave Neal here, stand-up comedian and host of Bachelor Recap, a guy's review. It's Casual Fridays, so lean back, relax, kick off your shoes, avoid doing whatever job you have, hide from your kids, and let's spend a few minutes going over some news. Again, I like to package these news stories up into one video when they don't really require their own video. Like, there isn't too much going on in the Bachelor world. Who am I kidding? There's so much happening. So here's what we got. New Bachelor in Paradise contestant I'll share with you guys. Dale's girlfriend speaks. I've yet to see any real evidence that he was cheating, so we'll see what she has to say. Bachelor alum defends Claire. Queen Victoria's mugshot. And then Becca Cuffrin swiping left politically. So we'll talk a little bit about all that. Leave a comment below if you want, and let me know what you think about any of these topics. And I'm just going to run through my tabs. Most of this information was compiled from the good people at the Bachelor subreddit. As you know, that's a place where people spend a lot of time talking about other things, avoiding our own problems. Well, let's get right into it then. What do you say? Casual Friday, play some music here. Hey, first Bachelor in Paradise contestant revealed. Can you believe who it is? Look at that. Bernie Sanders right there. He's going to bring a little social democracy to the Bachelor in Paradise world. Everybody gets one-on-one dates. I would love to see him. Bernie Sanders really should be the bartender on the Bachelor in Paradise show, just helping people out. You know, you get drunk and you scrape your knee. He's like, we've got Band-Aids for all. All right, moving on. All right, here we go. Down the tabs. Men like that. Juan Pablo, Yosef, Dale Moss. Could you believe it? Do you think Dale Moss belongs in the category of Yosef and Juan Pablo? I think Yusuf, whatever his name is, who cares, right? I think Yosef and Juan Pablo, I think it's an insult to Juan Pablo to put Yosef on this page. I don't remember Juan Pablo almost getting in a fist fight with Claire. Hey, what do I know? I wasn't in the fantasy suites. All right, so let's move down the line here. We've got Bachelorette's Dale Moss accused of cheating on Claire Crowley throughout entire engagement. This is the problem with news. And again, I say news very lightly in this scenario. But you hear one rumor and then other media sites feel like they can just report on it. I want my report now to stand that this is garbage. No, it doesn't mean he didn't cheat, but there's no evidence of that. And when it comes to infidelity, I do believe innocent until proven guilty. There turns out to be no evidence other than some photos that were taken. It's like, what, is he not allowed to go out to dinner with another woman? Is he Mike Pence, where he doesn't, you know, you remember Mike Pence said he wouldn't do any like campaign meetings after, you know, at the dinner hour because he doesn't want his wife to get jealous? I don't know. It sounds ridiculous to me. Absolutely ridiculous. Here's the photo that people are saying. He's got his arms around this fine lady right here who's a real estate agent. We're not going to comment on her appearance because why would we do that? That's not fair to anybody. She didn't ask for this. This photo was taken a long time ago. I don't have the date on here, but it's well before he met Claire. It's just, you know, she's a realtor. There, you know, he's got a relationship with her. It's, you know, it's New York City. They're all going out. Apparently, maybe someone pecked on a cheek. I don't know. I lived in France. You never kissed somebody on the cheek before? A little bisou? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I need to see more. So, as far as the court of my opinion goes, whether he was cheating or not, the rumors are unwarranted, to be honest, until there's more information given out. Here we go. Reality Steve confirms that. E! News posted this story a few hours ago, claiming multiple sources were telling them Eleanor Srugo is the woman Dale was cheating on Claire with. I reached out to her via Instagram for comment since there was a lot she said going on. This was her response. Dale and I are and have been platonic friends for a few years. We have never been romantically involved in any way. I was excited for his engagement and only wish him all the best. We have never been involved dating or romantically in any way whatsoever. Any claims we have dated or were romantically involved are blatant lies. Now, the news story was reporting that, well, insiders, and again, whenever you hear insiders, garbage, insiders were reporting that she was bragging to friends that she was sneaking around with Dale. Well, don't you remember for a few months, you know, Dale, you know, they're on lockdown. You're not supposed to say that you got engaged. It's supposed to be kept a secret from the public. And Dale is supposedly looking at new apartments with Claire or for Claire. So maybe not with Claire, but for her. So obviously you could see where a real estate agent would want to be sneaky in the public eye when it comes to showing Dale places. I've been very critical on Dale. Check out my other videos. But in this case, I mean, we're looking for something when it's not there. You know what I mean? But Dale's single now, so we'll see what happens. If Dale ends up dating her now, then we can go, well, Claire had some points. All right, so here's, let's see if I got the audio ready for this. Here's Juan Pablo came out, of course, Claire's ex, and hopes, this is what Juan Pablo said, I hope she is okay, and I've always wished her the best. And that's pretty much it. Not much of a situation there, but people have been wondering, are they going to get back together? I think Benoit also wished her the best, and some people say, hey, maybe she and Benoit could get back together. Who knows, really? Who knows? All right, let's move on from this. And
well, that she found out that they were parting ways when everybody else did. I think that's completely inappropriate on his part. Like, I think it's so wrong that that's the way this went down. I don't know the behind the scenes and why they split. But there's nothing that could bring it up to a place where she would be blindsided publicly and have to respond publicly without knowing where they stood. Like, that's just wrong. Just a really bad move.
All right, that was Ben Higgins saying that it was a bad move for Dale to release his statement without Claire's permission. I think the whole world objectively can agree on that. Clearly, she wasn't in the know. Even if, you know, some people have said, well, maybe he had this conversation with her. Some people have said, well, maybe he had the conversation with her and she's just oblivious to listening, which could have been the case. But I can't imagine a scenario in which is like, when Daryl's like, we're broken up, it's over. And then Claire's like, I don't understand what he's trying to say. Like, it's usually pretty clear when you break up, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm pretty sure most people are siding with Claire. It's actually a nice little parting gift from Dale because there's nothing better than a breakup where you see the other person's true colors, because then you can go, okay, so I wasn't the crazy one. You clearly are not a man yet. And everyone's saying, you know, some people go, well, Dale's too young and Claire's this and Claire's that. Dale's 32. You should know how to break up by now at the very least. All right, let's carry this on. We are jamming down the lineup here. What do we have next, Dave? All right, so Bachelor fans accuse Dale Moss of attention-seeking after breakup. As you guys know, I've been saying for the last couple days that this paparazzi video with Dale just seems completely fabricated. It was shot on East 12th Street and 3rd Avenue, which is, I believe, the East Village, or maybe it's a little above. It's east of Union Square. Doesn't matter. Point is, you don't just find some random person. In most cases, paparazzi are called in advance, or they know a shooting schedule or something. So I would say about 99.9% chance that Dale had set up this paparazzi interview, which you can check on my last video I played. I'm not going to play it again. It's basically Dale just saying, you know, me and Claire are going to be cool, and the paparazzi asked him a bunch of softball questions. Are you going to do Bachelor in Paradise? We're not there yet, man. You know, like, it's like, no kidding. Your chick just found out she was dumped literally 3 hours earlier. We're not there yet, man. Like very well coordinated, but at the same time, also very sloppy. Like, you can clearly see he's trying to get ahead of a bunch of stories. But people have said it's a staged video. So according to a post, let's see here. According to a post on @not skinny but not fat, Bachelorette franchise fans seem to think Dale's recent paparazzi interview was fake. The video shows Dale walking out of a store in New York. One paparazzi followed him and asked him a few questions. Bachelor Nation Scoop reveals that the paparazzi, technically it's paparazzo when it's singular, masculine. I digress. Just teaching you some Italian. Prego. Bravissimo. Beniti. Benicino. I don't know what that means. Spaghetti. A friend of Dale's was Adam Glynn, the paparazzo. So the paparazzo was named Adam Glynn, a friend of Dale's. Matter of fact, they both follow each other on Instagram and have a mutual friend, Kenny Santucci. Kenny Santucci hangs out a lot with other reality TV personality. Just annoying. A fan said this was def planned to make it look like the people care. LOL. Others pointed out that Dale did not seem sad about it. Even so, dude didn't look too distressed on his Instagram story earlier. Looked happy as hell. LMAO. Feel for Claire, though. Yeah, what are you going to do? Of course it was planned. We're not surprised. That's how PR works. If you think other things aren't planned, most things are. I'm not saying the world is staged, but when it comes to publicity, people spend a lot of money to get their message across, which should make you skeptical of Colton Underwood when he was the one to release the statement that that Cassie Randolph was dropping the restraining order against him. Whoever's first to the story has a lot to lose. Consider that. A lot to lose. All right, moving along. Fake paparazzo. Okay, here we go. I don't want to be the guy who just lives in the gossip world. A lot of people get arrested for a lot of stupid things. We have imprisoned more people in our country than like the next 5 first world countries combined. I made up that stat, but it goes something like that, okay? We have a prison industrial complex. This case isn't really that. Clear-cut evidence that Victoria Larson was shoplifting. They basically caught her on the way out, detained her as they called the cops. I'm not going to give anyone advice if you're shoplifting, but no one's legally allowed to stop you from leaving the place. I even heard, leave a comment if you know this, I heard that Victoria's Secret won't even call the cops if you steal underwear. It's just not worth their PR. That's what I heard. I don't know. I'm not stealing panties. I don't need that on my resume. Dropping panties, not stealing them. So yeah, she was arrested for shoplifting in 2012. And of course, the right photo here is the before photo of, and then the left photo is with her beauty cream on. Again, I'm not here to judge. It sucks when you get caught shoplifting when you're sort of on one of those, detox. You know those detox days where you're like, I'm not going to wear any foundation. I'm going to let my pores breathe. And the next thing you know, you're doing a mugshot being like, I wish I had some foundation. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't wear makeup. What am I talking about? I just got a nice ring light here. It makes my skin look good. 35 and counting. All right. So, yeah, she self-proclaimed queen. Really makes you wonder when she says, hey, can I steal Matt for a second? She really meant it. Okay. It's like, I don't know. You're on parole still. Can't steal Matt. This was 9 years ago, folks. She stole $250 worth of items from a Publix grocery store in Tallahassee, Florida. If this isn't a Tallahassee, Florida headline, I don't know what is. So she stole this 9 years ago. So that she was 19 or 20 years old. The reality star is competing for James' affection. We say that loosely. Reportedly tried to steal more than 25 items, including numerous makeup products. Yeah, I was going to say, it's not hard to put $250 worth of items in your purse. I mean, you look at these little things, these little compact things. You got your, eyeliner, color coder. You got all this baloney. I'm sure you can rack that up. But it makes you wonder, for every time you're caught, I hate to say this, but on what average, I mean, let me ask you this. How much money do you think she stole in items before she was caught? Clearly, this couldn't have been a first-time offense. And if it was, horrible luck. Horrible luck if it was a first-time offense. I'm guessing several $1,000s worth of petty theft. A little petty theft here, a little petty theft there. Who knows? I've got weird morals. There's a lot of things morally that there's a lot of things I would do that might be illegal as far as specific drug use but I'm not going to drunk drive. I'm not going to steal things. I don't know. But again, stealing is like one of those things. I'm stealing your time. You're stealing from your corporation if you're watching this video on company time. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Let's move on. My point is I'm not trying to take the moral high ground here and rub some dirt in someone's face for having a bad day. Clearly, she has a pink eye now. I mean, that might be karma coming back to haunt her. Maybe the products she stole were just some Vagisil cream or whatever you put on there. I don't know, guys. I'm not a doctor. I don't have... Okay. Security guard and surveillance cameras caught Larson in the act. She was seen going... So if people were wondering if The Bachelor was Victoria's first time on camera, it wasn't. Surveillance, folks. We live in a surveillance state. So, of course, Victoria will now be known as a Florida woman for all future... stories. Okay, here she is again. And look, I'm not one. I really don't like the idea of messing with people's money, their income. I don't think any of this bad publicity is going to affect her. I think she's got enough good publicity from The Bachelor. She's increased her, her influence on social media and all that jazz. So I don't think this will stop her. If somebody needs a new dry brush, and Vicky makes a good dry brush, I don't think they're going to go, well, she stole from Tallahassee in 2012. I mean, they might go, well, maybe she was stealing products to reverse engineer them to make them herself. Anyway, quite privileged to to be going to a few very expensive colleges. And maybe that was why. Maybe she couldn't afford NYU, so she had to steal, you know, from Ralph's or whatever she was doing. So I don't know. Are these good prices here? Premium dry brush set, $32. This doesn't seem like something, this kind of seems like drop shipping where you just buy something cheap from China and upsell it. Because, like, is this something she manufactured? It just looks like a sponge. What's it? She's got berries down here. She's selling blueberries. That's a decent photo. Although it kind of looks like she might murder you in your sleep. But, hey, who knows? All right, so let's move to the next one. This is Vicki Larson Beauty, self-care products to enhance beauty for mind, body, and spirit. Of course, from the edit that I've seen, I can't speak to her actual character, but from the edit that I've seen, I don't think she has a beautiful soul. I think she's very much hurting and lashes out on others through this act of superiority. That's just me. I'm not a clinical psychologist. What do I know? Her featured collection, and then I wanted to just show this. Health coaching sessions. If anyone needs health coaching sessions from Victoria, I'll tell you what. I'll sell them to you for $50. You can Venmo me straight ahead, and I'll give you some health coaching. I'll cut her price by 1/5. As a graduate of Institute, I'm kidding. If you want to support her, go support her, please. Everyone's entitled to the right to make their own money. If you want to spend $2.50 an hour for a Zoom class where she tells you, you know, whatever. As a graduate of Institute for Integrative Nutrition through NYU, when it says through NYU, that makes me wonder, is that a undergraduate program, a graduate program, or is it like some like 8-part seminar you go to? Because when it says through NYU, I start to get worried. Like, did Bennett graduate from Harvard, or did he take a summer class there? I'm pretty sure Bennett did graduate from Harvard. Point is, each session will be tailored to the client's needs. Some examples include learning about primary and secondary food and what your body needs, and the ability to rely on me while you navigate your health journey. So for $250, you need the ability to rely on Queen Victoria Larson of Shoplifting, Tallahassee, Florida. And it's done over Zoom calls because of COVID regulations. What's our final tab here? Oh, here we go, our final tab of the day. And again, don't forget, hit the like button if you enjoyed this. I appreciate all the new subscribers. By hitting the like button and leaving a comment, you're really helping the YouTube algorithm pick up these videos, which does actually help me put food on the table during the pandemic. This has actually become my only source of income. Woo! Could use you, Bernie. Becca Cuffrin reveals if she was the Bachelorette again, she would have immediately asked her men who they voted for in the election. So this is Becca swiping left, as in she leans left politically, and on Tinder, a swipe right would be a match. But in this case, you get what I'm saying, okay? What do you think? Is that a good idea? I think when you meet somebody, there's a lot of things that you're in your first conversation you learn about somebody. Naturally, I think it's easy to pick up on someone's political leanings, but apparently when you're at a mansion and everyone's dressed to the nines and you're just trying to get to know people, maybe you skip a step or two. I don't know. I think for me, when you find out where someone's from, what they like to do, oh, yeah, well, what's your, you can't just walk up to someone and be like, pro-life, pro-choice, which one is it? Do you want to, get rid of the Hyde Amendment? Are we going to abort this date? What are we talking about here, folks? That doesn't naturally happen. And I don't know if it's safe necessarily to have like a checklist where you want to agree with on everything. My fiance and I both lean left. I think she leans farther left with certain issues. Maybe not though. Maybe I lean farther left. It's hard to say really. I mean, it's such a complex thing. I mean, my fiance's supports the Second Amendment. She's from Kentucky, and she also wants women to have the right to choose what to do with their body. I mean, is this crazy to think? It's really funny too, is like, I'm sure Becca's the same way, we'll have to see if, anyway, I don't want to get too political here, but I think what we'll learn in our country is more people are, have things in common than apart, and we need to embrace the commonality and not let the big media and politicians rip us apart, because that's what's happened for a long time. So when you leave a comment, please, let's think about unity and respect. You guys have been the best. I want to thank you all so very much. And that was Tabs. This was Casual Friday. Leave a comment if I forgot anything. Please be kind. As much as we might not like Victoria from the show, everyone's trying their best with the information they have. And don't forget that next time you're in a pissing match with someone, they're just trying their best, operating in good faith. It doesn't make it right, but a little empathy can go a long way. If you want to check out my other videos, I have a video called Mansplaining. It's a 3-part series where I give free advice to people on the streets. And there's a ton of other content you can check out. I appreciate you. Last night we had a very amazing 2-hour live stream. If you have time to kill and want to listen to that, you can go check that video out. Without further ado, I want to thank you guys. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.